Nice backhand there by Jose Diaz to get him back into the box. He's up early here, 1-0 in our first game of the second quarterfinal.
Yeah, this should be a pretty interesting matchup today, Nick. Jose Diaz taking out the #2 seed this weekend, Andre Perea. And Gerardo Franco, one of the youngest players on tour.
Yeah, great win there by Diaz to find himself here today. And Franco, you know, I'm still learning a little bit about Gerardo Franco, and this kid's got some power. When he sits up and swings, I mean, there's just such a quick motion. We're going to see a lot of action from him today. I think this could be a great match. Just like all the other matches we have lined up here today as well.
That's right, we had a really long first match to start out the day, almost 2 hours, as Jaime Martel and Rodrigo Montoya battled it out. Coming up after this, we have Nicolai Miramontes against David Horn, and then Alex Cardona and Luis Avila.
Nice patience there by Diaz, really kind of holding off on working to get back to that ball just so he can keep Franco pinned in that left side of the court. You know, a lot of times players like to rush that kind of a shot. Nice down the line there by Franco. Very poised on the court. He's got a great demeanor to him. Very calm. Quick hands there and nice cutoff by Diaz. Ball was called good, side out.
Diaz up 2-0 in game one.
Oh, great get. Oh, he dug that one too. Oh, what a two great gets by Franco, and Diaz putting it into that one on the front right corner. Gerardo just great anticipation out there on the court. He's fast. Oh, good attempt. A nice shot there by Franco.
Pretty smooth.
He's fun to watch.
He is fun to watch. You're right. He's very fast. He's young. He's only 17 years old. Maybe just freshly 18. He's right around there.
Well, he's from a hotbed of racquetball, San Luis Potosí. We know that there's tons of players like Daniel De La Rosa and many others that come out of that program.
Andre Perea,
yep.
Christian Longoria.
It's a great testament to their program that they have going on down there. So
there isn't. Fabian Perea, who is Andre's father and coach, runs a lot of the junior program out there. So he's brought up other players like Edson Martinez and Jordi Alonso.
Makes sense.
It does, out of a beautiful training center at La Loma.
Nice backhand there by Franco.
And there's a point for him, his first.
People starting to crowd on in here on our main court to watch this match. Not only do we have the WRT players, but we also have some amateur divisions going on as well. So that ball I thought was far enough by Franco that he probably could have swung, or at least a replay. I don't know if I'd call that an avoidable. The ball was kind of high up along the wall. He wasn't really set up, but Wayne Anton calls it as a point.
That's going to tie it up there, 3-3. Diaz not happy with that call. Now Wayne Anton and Gerardo Franco are representing some of the younger players on the tour. The WRT does have a promotion where if a player is playing in the pro division, he's 18 and under, you get 50% off your entry.
Really, that is awesome.
That is awesome. We're promoting the growth of the sport. We want to get young pros involved. We have 10 players here this weekend who are 18 and under.
Wow. Good dig.
Nice get.
Oh, and a great shot from 38 feet by Franco. Man, he just ripped that one. He's starting to get warmed up here.
That puts Gerardo Franco in the lead now.
Yeah, what a great promotion, and it's proof in the pudding. 10 players under the age of 18 participating in an event like this. That's a great way to stimulate racquetball and the younger generation, because we all know the younger generation is the future of the sport. And WRT, what a great opportunity for these players.
Yeah, there's 10 players here out of a 32-player draw who are under the age of, or who are 18 and under, rather. So yeah, they're making up a good percentage of the draw, 1/3.
Franco just leaving that down the line, backhand up, and Diaz puts it away. He had the right idea on short hopping that Z serve, but just couldn't execute the down the line correctly. Nice forehand by Diaz.
That puts Diaz now back in the lead. A pretty tight opening for our second quarterfinal. 5-4. Jose Diaz looking back at his coach, Dave Ellis, who's in the crowd. Dave Ellis is the coach for Team USA. And Jose Diaz was partners with Jake Bredenbeck, the doubles national team.
Great wallpaper serve. And for those of you at home, you want to learn how to hit shots like that. Well, if you watch the racket preparation of Diaz, his racket was up before the ball even came off of the back wall. So good racket preparation is key to executing solid shots. Skip ball. Barely missed that one.
Yeah, that was close.
The official ball, the gearbox black. Has a little bit more bite than some of the other balls out there. A lot of these players love the pace and speed of it.
For those of you that want to purchase some black balls of your own, you can go to gearboxsports.com. And they also have a blue ball. They actually just came out with the Gearbox blue ball. Test that out as well.
Oh, almost. Man, he's fast. Franco almost got to that. What it would be to be 18 again, huh?
Right. And Diaz with 7 now.
One of my favorite camera angles. You get to really see the expression of the players. How cool is that, folks?
Yeah, and there's no hole in the front wall here, so that camera is mounted with some double-sided tape right in the front of the court, about 4 feet up off the wall, off the floor.
Yeah, great angle. Five serving 8, game 1. Nico Miramontes and David Bobby Horn up next. Oh, Diaz missing that one. Kind of hit it open stance, open feet. Didn't really get his feet around and swing like he should have. Some of us would call that lazy. Nick lob. Oh, great dig. Oh, Diaz puts it away from 38 in the corner. Back and forth. Oh, wow. What a get. Diaz looking for a screen. Doesn't get it from the ref, and luckily enough, Franco skipped that next one in. Tough wallpaper. Oh, and another great shot. 9 serving 5, game 1. Diaz sticking with this lob down the right. Franco did not have his glasses on, but he did have his racket up. So second serve. Again, always must check the receiver before you start your service motion. Two bounces. And it looks like we're going to have our first timeout here of game number 1. As Jose Diaz leads 10-5.
All right, we'll be right back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're back in our second quarterfinal. Jose Diaz leading now over Gerardo Franco.
Diaz skipping that, rushed it just a little bit too quick to get there. That is definitely sometimes, you know, an issue if you're a fast player that gets to a lot of balls. Sometimes you're there too quickly. You rush the shot. Oh, that was tough.
There's a point for Franco.
Yeah, he's definitely still in this game. Only 4-point difference. Kind of midway through game 1.
It is fun to watch Franco play. He has like a certain air about him out on the court. He plays with a little bit no fear. Points in a row now for Franco. I feel like he's a player who it looks like he doesn't care what the score is. He's out there point for point.
Yeah, his demeanor on the court is very calm. Doesn't really show a lot of emotion. Very similar to Montoya. Montoya is kind of the same way. Never smiles on the court.
That's true.
Wayne Anton, the referee, getting a little harassing from the crowd here. So Mount Rainier Open, that's our next event coming up.
Our next event is the Rocky Mountain Open.
Rocky Mountain Open.
The other mountain, the other mountain. Yeah, we're headed up to Utah next weekend. So that will be November 2nd to the 5th. So, of course, we hope those of you watching at home can tune in. And if you're in the area around Utah, please join us. A lot of the WRT will be driving up from this event to Utah. That should be really fun.
Has the WRT been in Utah before?
No, this will be the first ever time that we've been in Utah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be really exciting. And I know we're looking forward to a great event out there.
Oh, what a get. Oh, good hands by Franco.
Wow.
Oh, a great dig. Wow. Oh, another great dig off the back, folks. Oh, they're getting tired. Oh, round of applause for that one, folks.
Amazing rally. Those two, yeah, digging it out. Lots of good gets.
They were exhausted. About 17 shots into it, you saw both of them kind of taking it easy. Who's going to skip it first?
Lose a little gas there.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys going to Utah. You know, Utah is a hotbed for collegiate racquetball. They have a bunch of colleges out there that have racquetball programs. And they actually have a great high school program in Utah as well. So really glad to see the WRT getting out there. And, you know, hopefully we'll get a lot of those collegiate and high school students participating in that event.
Yeah, I hope so. For those that are interested, you can go to bit.ly/WRTSLC. You can check out who's Salt Lake City. We're right outside Salt Lake City, so we threw the SLC on there.
Tied up at 10 apiece. Diaz has been going with this right lob down the side wall. Oh, what's going to be the call here?
Franco
Yeah, Diaz
didn't look back.
definitely had his racket up, so.
Well, and after that, Diaz is going to call a timeout, see if he can take some of that momentum. Gerardo checking to see if that is a side out. It is indeed a side out, now a timeout. So we'll be right back in just a moment with more of our quarterfinal. It's the 2016 WRT Pleasanton Open. It's all tied up right now in game one. Jose Diaz with 10, Gerardo Franco with 10. Interesting on that last side out, Franco didn't look back at Diaz to see if he was ready for the serve, and so that was an automatic side out. We take a look at the crowd that we have at Club Sport Pleasanton. There's Dave Ellis, Jose Diaz's coach. crowd filling in. We have a pretty good representation from Stockton here this weekend as well.
Absolutely. Everybody making the trek. It's only 45 minutes away. And anybody really in this area that has the opportunity to play at this club knows that it's definitely a tournament they don't want to miss. The club is beautiful. And then you get to watch phenomenal play like these players here on the WRT. Doesn't get better than that.
Yep, there's 2 more quarterfinals today. It's been a long morning so far. We're only in our second match, but Nikolai Miramontes and David Bobby Horn are coming up after this, and our last quarterfinal features Alex Cardona and Luis Avila. Our semifinals start at 5 p.m. We might be rolling into those pretty quickly after the quarters today. Diaz now in the lead with 11. Oh. Diaz saw 2 bounces.
He was thinking it was a wet ball. Question is the wet ball on a first surface or any? And WRT plays international rules, so it's any surface. Wayne Anton saying he did not see the wet ball, and hence why it will not be called. And it'll still be a side out, 10-11. Game 1.
Point for Gerardo, a nice get by Diaz, and then Franco knocking it in the opposite corner. We said it was a little humid here this weekend. It's been raining in Northern California, so that does add some moisture to the courts.
Yeah, everything goes crazy when it starts to rain out here in California. We're not used to it.
That's right.
Nice down the line shot there by Diaz. Gets him back into the box as we're all tied up 11 apiece. Back and forth. This could be another 2-hour match, kind of like we saw earlier, as Montoya took out Jaime Martel in 3 games. Almost a 2.5-hour match. The winner of this match will take on the winner of, or excuse me, the Rodrigo Montoya. Called him the Rodrigo Montoya. Good dig. Great shot by Diaz. Montoya, very nice dig. Looks like he's going to break up the monotony and call a timeout.
All right, well, that means we're going to take a quick break, too. We'll be right back with more. It's 13-11 in game 1. We are at Club Sport Pleasanton for the 2016 WRT Pleasanton Open. I'm
sure you've already mentioned it, but this is the inaugural event of the WRT. 4 years ago here this weekend, the WRT made its first debut right here in Pleasanton.
That's right. 4 years ago today, we had our first ever WRT champion, Carlos Keller from Bolivia, defeating the current #1, Alex Cardona.
I could only imagine how awesome that match was.
Right. Do have some archive footage of that. We're going to have to dig that one out. There's a shot of Dave Ellis coaching Jose Diaz here this weekend, representing some of the Stockton program. Dave is also the coach of Team USA. Jose Diaz is on the doubles team with Jake Bredenbeck. Point for Franco, keeping himself right in this, 12 serving 13.
Thanks to everybody that's tuned in and watching right now from home. It's always nice to share our weekend with you as we're watching Racquetball Live. You get to watch it live from home. Hats off to Pablo and Laura for doing an excellent job here.
Thanks.
Always fun to watch your guys' broadcasts. I know for me to sit at home and watch, you guys do a fantastic job, so keep it up.
Thank you, Nick. We're always happy to have you out and a part of it as well. Enjoy having you on the mic with me.
I almost forgot how to do this.
It's just like riding a bike, though, huh?
Yeah.
You hopped right back on. Still 12-13.
Nick lob. Perfect Nick lob, too. Oh, I thought that ball was just going to slide down the back wall, and Diaz dug it. Man, what a tight first game.
Yeah, really, tensions are high. Nice down the line by Diaz for his first game point. It's 2 bounces. That means Diaz wins game 1, 15-12 over Gerardo Franco. We'll be back with game 2, so don't go anywhere. There's more from the Pleasanton Open. We're back now at the top of game 2. Jose Diaz winning game 1, 15-12 over Gerardo Franco. Now, anything could happen. I love to say that on the WRT. We saw that in game 1, Jaime Martel and Rodrigo Montoya battling it out in 3. So, Nick Irvine, what are your thoughts on what we can expect in game 2?
So I think we're going to see a lot of what we just saw there in game 1. It's going to be tight, back and forth. You know, both players aren't really in their groove from what I see. I see both of them kind of trying to hit the ball a little too hard. Trying to take their 5'2" stature and roll it through the front wall. And I think whoever can kind of settle into this match right now is going to be the one that walks away with it.
Well, for those of you watching at home, of course, we love to hear what you have to say. You can hit us up on Facebook at World R-Ball Tour or Twitter. Leave us a comment there and let us know who you think will be moving on to the semifinals tonight at 5 p.m. We already know the winner of this match will be playing Rodrigo Montoya. Coming up after this, we have David Bobby Horn, another one from the 209. He will be matching up against Nicolai Miramontes. And our last quarterfinal is Alex Cardona, the current #1, against Luis Avila.
I might have to steal Nicolai's name. I like that name.
It's a pretty nice name.
Yeah.
Nico.
Diaz trying to shoot it over his shoulder from 38 feet. Maybe if he was a foot taller, he would have hit that.
Really pointing out that 5'2" stature right
You
now,
know,
aren't you?
I will point that out. He is my boy, so I can harass him a little bit.
You can do that, right? Fellow Stockton to Stockton
Even if I
relationship.
wasn't, I would still tell everybody to harass him.
Never crossed it, ever. Nunca en mi vida. As long as it's close, I'm good, right?
Oh, good dig. Oh, Franco with the hands. He almost made that.
Another long rally between these two. We saw a long rally in game one. These two really battling it out. Fires off that serve quickly.
Wow. Oh, good touch. Good hands, good touch into that front right corner. Oh, that ball just tailed along the right side wall, and Franco barely able to get his racket on it. Kind of a bad break because the serve was kind of a high serve, but it just happened to tail along the wall. Oh, good dig. Oh, and a reverse pinch there by Franco. Wow.
Got a couple tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah. Just quick hands. Oh, that's tough.
Well, another tight start to game two. Wouldn't expect anything less after that game one. We are in for another long match. Our first quarterfinal of the day, 2.5 hours. Point for Diaz.
Diaz has really been using this lob down the right side. Franco, almost every shot has gone cross court off of that lob. I think Diaz just feels really comfortable with knowing where Franco's shooting this. Nice turn and pinch there by Diaz.
5-1, and Gerardo Franco going to call a timeout. We're going to take a quick break as well, folks, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're back at the 2016 WRT Pleasanton Open. This is our second quarterfinal of the day. I'm Laura McCormick, and Nick Irvine is gracing us with his commentary today, which we appreciate. Thanks, Nick, for helping us out today.
Absolutely. Honor to be here. Dusting off the cobwebs.
Oh, you're so good at it. You have all of us fooled.
Yeah, I'm learning from you guys.
It's 5-1. Jose Diaz leading.
Big skip deep on the court. Again, Diaz sticking with that right side lob. Oh, what a dig.
Nice get.
Behind the back.
Love those. Soft touch. Getting some groans and some love from the crowd.
Yeah, crowd liking that one. Anytime we see a 10-shot rally, obviously we're gonna be all over that. We all know if you're one that plays, you know, the 10-shot rallies take a lot out of you. Yeah, we're starting to see Franco leave a lot more balls up than he was doing in game one.
And Diaz really able to capitalize on it too. He looks like he's finding a nice groove now against Franco.
Short serve. Franco's got these long legs that he just steps across. He kind of hits a lot of his forehand shots with an open stance. A lot of the reason is because he's got these long legs. He just takes one step and he's there. But I'd like to see him try and get around a little bit more on that forehand. Got lucky with that one, and obviously not lucky. He's consistent at it, but. Serve. And there's that open stance I was just talking about.
Franco calling another timeout. We're going to take a quick break as well. Let's time back in at the 2016 WRT Pleasanton Open. There's Gerardo Franco coming back out onto the court.
Packed crowd here.
Play Jose Diaz. Score is 9-2. Franco calling that timeout.
Another wallpaper serve by Diaz. Oh, and Franco had that. He hit the ball right back to Diaz in the back left corner. Diaz took a step and put that away. And you can just tell by Franco's body language, he is losing confidence. And that was a nice down the line shot. He says, no, Nick, confidence is still there. Nice reverse pinch.
All the confidence in that one, too.
Yeah, smooth.
2 quick points for Franco. Pretty off balance.
Yeah, he almost fell over on that. Good dig. Oh, and it goes into the other court. The ball flies up and out and into the other court.
There's only a small opening on that back corner as well. The only opening on these courts. It is full glass all the way to the top of the ceiling, on the back wall.
Yeah, the one spot you don't want to hit it.
So there's a point.
Smooth pinch from deep by Diaz.
That's going to put Diaz now in his first match point opportunity. Wayne Anton, our referee, calling a replay. Side out for Jose Diaz. Nice rally and a point for Franco. Still 5-14. Side out for Jose Diaz, which means it's now his third match point opportunity. His coach, Dave Ellis, coaching him on this serve. Nice down the line from Diaz for the winner, rounding out game 2, 15-5. We're gonna go ahead and take it down to the court where Nick Irvine is gonna interview the players.
Play today.
Are coming up and getting a lot better and faster. Obviously everyone's taller than me, so that's kind of annoying, but it's okay. But yeah, I felt I played okay. Just gonna get ready for the next match.
All right, congratulations. You play Rodrigo Montoya in the next match. And our next matchup on this particular court, David Body Horn and Nico Miramontes. So stay tuned right here on the WRT.